Hi guys, a month ago I completely went silent on this channel. No videos, no contest discussions, breakdown, nothing, no DSA preps, nothing about DSA and all. But today I'm telling you why. And it involves me quitting my routine, moving to a new city, and walking into a live coding round that decided everything for me. So now here's the update. So guys, I've joined Cashfree Payments in Bangalore. I hope like most of you have listened about Cashfree Payment, and honestly the past month hasn't been about like making the videos. It's just been about surviving to Bangalore, coming from North India, surviving to Bangalore, finding a place to live, figuring out how the food is and how to actually like it's all about the chaos of relocating and all those stuff. I know a lot of you were messaging asking where the contest discussions videos went. The real talk is it wasn't just I stopped caring about DSA or this channel. It's just because the preparation and the switch was kind of got overlapped and something has to wait for a couple of weeks. So then I decided that I'll just pause the video and this contest discussions for a week or like for a month. Once I get settled, I'll just start doing these things again. Now all of you have been thinking that how this thing happened, like, and what was the journey, how was the interview rounds, how does the company is, what I've been working on. So I'll just give you a complete roadmap of how I have prepared for this and how you should also go ahead for this. But for if you are looking for a switch, and now is the time that in July most of the companies do hire a lot. So I would really recommend you to follow this particular path which I have followed, and I'm pretty sure that if you follow it very correctly and very dedicatedly, you will be able to switch the company to a very good place. So let's get into it. So the first thing that the people who are following my channel and all of those things, that is that I've been doing DSA from a lot more of time, like doing it from past 2 to 3 months, posting a lot about my contest, absolving and all of that. I'll just show you what I meant about this is, so if you see on my channel that I have been posting a lot about the contests that I'm solving, Code Forces round, AdCoder round, all of those contests, and I've never missed any of the contests, and I've also posted about the discussion solutions as well. So this is the one thing that helps me get in touch with my DSA, get into how to give the coding rounds, and these actually help me. So that is why I was focusing more on the things that this is how you should be like solving consistently. First thing was a DSA. This is how I had done my DSA prep, because I was good with DSA data structures from a basic point of view, but just I need to get brushed up with the competitive coding and all of this. So I just started with the contest giving, right? And yeah, I've been following my CF profile. I was like from here I started my YouTube journey, and here I was consistently giving the contest, and currently specialist on Code Forces as well, and also AdCoder. At the similar time I was giving the AdCoder contest as well to get brushed up with a lot of newer concepts that are actually coming. Now the thing is, we have talked about DSA, like the DSA I have done about the DSA prep, right? This is the first thing that you should always do. And DSA is not about that I was hitting a lot of loads of problems, I was solving a lot of problems. It was that my goal was very simple. My goal was that I have to brush up my skills, and I have to get, I know that these are the questions and these are the type of patterns that are generally asked, and I just focus on that particular patterns only. Like whether it be a DP, whether it be a graph, I just do that particular kind of things. Now, second part that actually comes into the preparation was the LLD HLD. Now, you have been thinking that if me as a SD1 joining as SD1 or as a fresher, why would HLD LLD be needed? But now that today's job market has completely changed. Now there is an unsaid rule that you are at least be knowing either a high level design LLD, from at least you would be knowing the basics of what we are talking about, the HLD or LLD. So, and that is a very crucial part, right? Because I'm coming from a 2 years of experience background, and LLD HLD is a must for me. So in this journey, what I've done is I've grilled a lot on HLD, a lot on LLD, and not just about reading. What I've done is I've just tried to, let's suppose if we are making something, let's suppose the LLD of a chess game or LLD of a book my show, I just write the code for it, write the code of a complete LLD of a book my show. So that would actually stuck into my mind that how I have to write it, and this is the thing that I have adopted while the HLD LLD journey. And third one is the projects. Projects are must. You should have a good ample amount of projects with the newer technology and newer AI skills. And today's world is not about that you're making some kind of a web dev projects or something. You should have that automative kind of a thing, like you are building something which is very automative, which is helping people reduce their work and all those things. So this is the 3 key major things that I knew that I should focus on. And you must have been thinking that this whole would be a completely 4, 5, 6 months of journey. No, it was all completely a 1.5 month journey, almost a 40 days journey, I would say, a completely 40 days journey where I've started from LLD HLD and just completed it from DSA point of view in just 40 days. If you just see my YouTube channel from where I started up solving the contest problem until 10th of June when I just landed up in Bangalore for the first day, I was just 40 days from that particular day, right? So this was a 40 days journey that I have been to. I'm not beautifying it, but it's just that you require from a dedication point of view. If you are very dedicated, you know everything, you just get active on LinkedIn and on all those things, you would definitely be cracking a new company or a very high package. Now let's discuss about the interview process. I'm sure most of you having the questions that how does that interview process is. So let me give you an overview of that. So I was having 3 rounds of interviews. 2 went in an online way and 1 went in an offline fashion. In the online one was a DSA round. DSA round was simply like I was on a HackerRank platform and the interviewer is in front of me. What I have to do is I have to live code the 3 DSA problems, which I would be discussing with you, and I would also be adding them in the description as well, what are the 3 DSA problems were. So, and I write the code for it. I have to explain what I'm writing, why I'm writing this particular thing, why I'm using this particular thing. So this all we have to explain. And if you are solve a good amount of problems, you would be getting, like, you would be able to solve them very quickly, because 1 hour for 3 problems is, I would say, not ample if you are seeing the concept for the very first time. So that's why the practice comes into picture. For me, I was solving from a very lot of time, so I just got to know what kind of problem is this. So I just read the problem and just try to solve it in a very quick manner. So like in 45 minutes I was able to solve all of the 3 problems. Second comes the LLD round. It was not HLD round, it was a LLD round. So there is a difference between LLD and HLD. HLD is a high level design of a thing where you know the concepts of what exactly is load balancing, what is cap theorem, what are caching and all those things. But in LLD you just deep dive how there are actually things are being meant, or how you're using the design patterns to build a real world problem or a real world system. So what I've been asked in the LLD was that first I have to design a end-to-end chess game LLD, where I was like, it went happened on the HackerRank platform only, where I was given a editor, HackerRank editor, to write the end-to-end LLD code in Java, like pseudocode, not exactly the complete code, but a pseudocode in Java to make the entire game of chess. After writing it, the LLD of that, I was asked to do the modification to the code. The modifications was that I need to add the undo redo logic on the moves, like a person could undo the move or could redo their move. So that particular functionality I have to add it. Second functionality that they asked me as a enhancement was to add the recommendation system into it. Recommendation system as in that if a particular piece is moving to a particular, like at what pieces it could go, and then by moving this, what are the possible options he would be having, like kind of a depth program or a recommendation system, that how we could build it. So this was my LLD round, and then we had a discussion on the caches, different type of caching, then we went to cap theorem and all those stuff. And then we also discussed about the locking mechanisms, optimistic locking, pessimistic locking, because as you know that Cashfree is a fintech company, and in here the things are lot depends upon the concurrency, and so that's why I was being asked the questions on that particular lines. After clearing the second round of interview, my third round was a director's round, for which I have to went to Gurgaon, to the Cashfree's office, and then that round was something like I have to explain the end-to-end architectures and all those things. So this was the whole end-to-end journey of my interview experience with Cashfree. And to help you more on the DSA journey and all those things, I would be like making a video, not exact, to help you more out on this. I have a complete roadmap which I have made personalized for me. It's not something that I have got it from somewhere and then pasting it for you. Like the questions could be same, questions could be different, but this is the roadmap that I followed. It around have 100 to 120 problems or so, and it was divided into days, from day 1 to day 18 for the DSA stuff, or you can extend to day 20 as well. So these are the problems that I usually solve, which gives me an idea of binary search and answer, DP graphs, DP on trees, and all those questions, and they were all leak code questions. So I would be sharing that roadmap, and I would be discussing about that roadmap. So stick to my channel, just subscribe my channel. I would be making a video on that, and I would be sharing you a complete roadmap for DSA and so. So guys, and let me know in the comment section what things you want me to cover from the DSA point of view, that this things like this pattern we should adopt. This would help us know that how exactly the problem is solved, or should we pick the lead code questions, or should we pick the CSES problem set. How do you want the things to be gone? So that we could pick it up, and let's make it a complete journey for us to switch to a newer company. Like, not just stuck to a current company, let's switch to a new company. So guys, see you in the next video, and please do share, subscribe the channel, and let's get started. Thank you.